Good morning, good afternoon, and good evening, grasshoppers. Well, it's happened again. My headphones have, to a certain extent, crapped out. And I have no sound, once again. So I don't know if it's Bluetooth settings on this device, or if it is that I'm going to have to start using the microphone slash earpiece jack. Sorry, a little perturbed. Checking out my timeline, obviously. Let's head back to get ready for the event. Then hopefully we will be ready. And normally, if you're not involved in too many teams, then you will have the opportunity to be on this page. However, let's just check our sound settings. And as I've gotten the advice from Rogan a long time ago, I should disable all of the audio devices for output
10, 9,
as needed.
7, 6, 5,
So all devices connecting, and then it claims that it needs a pin for this earpiece, but I know it doesn't need a device, an earpiece for this device. Grr. So I will forget this earpiece and device. Oh no, I have a game. And a terrible board. See if we can fix our terrible board while we're at it. Hopefully you can hear the music, even though I cannot. I need a thumbs up on the music if you can hear any type of tunes in the background. See, manage extension. Not what I wanted. That's not what I wanted either. Let's change our board to this at least slightly lovelier blue board that I can actually tell what the pieces are. Settings. Let's move the settings over here. We should have all of our speech, chat, and whatnot. Oh, I did not enable CloudBot on this particular one. Let's play a very passive game. How about that, Ron? We are going to go with a very, very passive game. How about that? A very passive game. Like a passive game like you have never seen before. What? Are you going with that passive game? I don't think so. He out-passived me by exchanging my worst bishop. That's what's absolutely crazy, Moneypenny. Let us see what we can do here. In any event, adding a device. I need to forget a device. Okay, it sounded like I connected. That's even better. We have to keep attacking. This is a standard attacking device. if we can keep up the attack. Connected for audio only. I was worried that it connected for microphone briefly. All right, so now it is connected, and I can now hear that we have music. We might even be able to hear that we have speech chat. In between this game. Oh no, not that. This is one of those events that is happening. Audio only. I was worried that it connected for microphone brief. There we go. So now it is connected. Oh, not that one. Hear that we have music. We might be able to hear that we have speech chat. In between. We're going to re-enable some of these things as we see fit. This is getting crazier than we could recall. Wow, what a move, Ron. What a move. What a move. Can you imagine that we have such a move in this case? But he's trying to be kind. Here and there again. Probably I should have played it just the same way. Oh, what am I doing? Oh my gosh. At least I have another attack that he wasn't expecting. Perhaps that attack will work out better. But we'll know in just a moment if it works out better. Can't believe I'm even in this position in the first place. My God, Ron, what an abortion of a game. Who would have known that we could get into this position? So I had 3 topics that I wanted to include in today's stream. Takes. All right, let's just do some damage control and checks. We are taking on that one and that one and that one, so I don't have a choice. We're getting our piece back, and we're getting that piece back, and we're getting more to it than we expected. More to it than we expected. More to it than we knew. Is he getting back the piece? I can't believe it. I can't stop him from getting there. It seems like it's wow. All right, we're going to resort to touchscreen activity now. It's the only thing that we have. $18 seconds plus 2. We've got the power of the outside pass bomb coming up with a straight shot to the center with my king. We're doing okay. The only person that can take care of Ron Hay is right here. Oh no, did I really close those kick? Alright. Oh, wait, maybe they are pinned to the taskbar. Abu Mawayed, namaste, how are you? Is this the same? We just have to keep battening down the holy crap. Holy crap. Holy crap. Where are you going? Right track. I should be mated here, but I don't know how I'm mated. But it works. Are we getting there? Are we really getting there? Doing all the right things. Where are you going? That looks like a double attack. You didn't see the double attack. Would it have been better to check him and check him and check him? No, we'll check him on the next move. Alright, let's take care of the kick problems with the kick dashboard and the other issues. Let's see if we can do the other issues very quickly before I forget. Right now, Ron is tearing up a storm ahead of me. So we'll see. Uh-oh. This giving me a new tab. History, 71 tabs. Restore window. Because everyone should have 71 tabs open when you're working, right? Because everyone should have 71 tabs. Hopefully the music isn't too loud. I haven't gotten a music check on that either. All right, so Streamlabs. No, CloudBot. Let's see if we can enable this. We have to get our thing up for running. And kick dashboard. It seems We're choppy. And I'm paying for this connection. Can you believe it? I can't believe it. Right? It's wrong. Can't believe I'm paying for this. It's right. And it's wrong. We are in scenic Spokane, Washington for the okay, so that looks good. Turn off the audio. There we go. Well, that didn't work well at all. Studio channel. Kickbot. How about that? No, I don't want any brand new stuff. But what about speech chat? Every time, the first time. Every time, the first time. Romete, how are you? Good morning. Found it. Trying to find the echo. Trying to find the tab that is open with the echo. Sorry about that. I was at a loss for what's going on here. So every time we start streaming from a new location, this time I'm on the West Coast. It is 3:30 in the morning. And it wasn't that easy. Thank you for for joining the stream. I can't find any of my stuff just yet. It's like I've walked into a new apartment and I don't know where anything is. I'm looking for silverware. I'm looking for, you know, where to take out the trash. I'm looking for, you know. Why did that come on again? Why? Why did that come on again? That's what I want to know. And it did it again. It's like it refreshed and it refreshed and re-enabled. All right, so Streamlabs has joined the stream. Good morning, Nuisance. I believe Nuisance is a bot because Nuisance has never said anything, but I'm a little worried. I may ban Nuisance eventually, but if he shows up as a viewer, I will welcome him. I also need to enable Blarp. Obviously, Ron has not been able to do his thingamajiggy. I'm going to close that. There it is again. Now, why did it re-enable the sound on the kick? All right, let's open the next one, the kick dashboard. How about that? Let's check out the kick dashboard and then we'll return. Window. Or am I frozen? Is the stream down? I'm not too pleased with this service that I'm paying for at the moment. Let's try this.
Streamlabs said. https nchessbase.com post the power of information. The Chess Informant. Check out more special pricing. https informant publishing.com products plus my YouTube informant playlist. Streamlabs said. https www.youtube.com playlist list plqw eds p7 yaflas 6990lr5ruu1 qchiafu.
All right. I just enabled everything to test the sound. Enable speech. For all users. So if anyone says anything now, it should work. And I'm not sure about this one either. Let's try this one. And we need to redo that one. Let's head back to tournament since we've gotten most everything working. At least we can try to catch up with Ron. Oh, Ron and Fauberg are at it. That leaves no one for me to play at the moment, which is fine, because I'm still trying to tackle some issues. Especially my hundreds of tabs. How about that? John Bartholomew seems to have started up a new business venture called Chessiverse. Has anyone checked it out? All right, Cloudbot it is. We're this close to Cloudbot now. Bronco, good morning. I'm not sure why I'm getting a notification about this at all, but we're going to continue with the French just a little bit. Lock in with a platform, lock in with anything. Grr. Fine. I'm going to attempt for asymmetrical piece placement. That's the only way to really beat some of these symmetrical ways, is to try to go for asymmetrical piece placement, if at all possible. What in the world are you after, sir? Queen h5? Alright, I'm game. Not sure what you're up to, but it will be worth it, I hope. It's like there's another lead chess window open somewhere, and I'm getting notifications for some strange reason. And it's very strange, but I don't understand it. So what do we wish to do here with him? I don't see how I can be any more creative than this, unfortunately. Enter a two-factor authentication code below. Wonderful. I don't have time for this. I really don't have time for this. I don't have time for this, and it keeps bringing up my payment methods. Authentication. Let's see what we can do here and there. We got the two-factor authentication. All right, I've confirmed that I am who I am. Twitch, YouTube, Kick, all active. What in the world is he up to in this position? What is he up to?
Pegasus SWE said, "Where are you?"
Where am I? I am in scenic Spokane, Washington. Scenic Spokane, Washington. Trying to keep him from playing the move E4. That was what I thought his threat was. I'm on the other side of the country. It was a very, very long flight. It was a little bit ridiculous how long this flight was. This could leave a mark, but we'll see how it goes. I'm going to give it this one instead, just because I want to play it differently. Oh no! What did I do? What did I do? I just hung a knight. Can I go that way? Let's try it. Maybe we'll get lucky. Having given away a piece, let's see how generous anyone is in this position. Wow. I slimed him, Ray. I slimed him by giving him a totally winning position. Alert box, streaming essentials. Aha, here we go. Multi-stream, multi-chat. I found it. I found the multi-chat window. Oh my gosh, that was horrible. There we go. And now we create an app for this. Thank you, Jerry Goose. I finally have the multi-chat in the one window. All right. That was close, my God. And now we just need to fix Kickbot. Why is once again, it's an adventure when you are traveling. You have no idea what's going on from one move to the next, right? I don't think the next game is going to count for our main event, so Sillaby. Yeah, if anyone joins a tournament, I have a note in the chat on Lee Chess that I kicked a lion out. Basically, if they sign up days in advance, if anyone signs up for an event days in advance and they're not present right before the event starts, I kick them out of the team. Like literally, you should only sign up for events that you can be present for. And this includes myself. I should not be signed into an event long before. It is almost 4 a.m. I can't recall what time it is for Jerry Goose. I'm completely out of my comfort zone here. Let me close that dashboard. Oh, I'm trying to find Foxbot. Almost 7 a.m. Well, you're in a normal time zone. You, sir, are on the East Coast. I recall now. Thank you, buddy. We're in scenic Spokane, Washington. I struggled to wake up like you would not believe. Struggled. You're talking about the channel, the voice channels. I've only added, I think, random channels for a couple of things, but did you want to join the stream on Discord, Jerry Goose? Certainly, I could try, although this is not the right environment for me to test it. I am on my work PC / laptop, which was afforded me by the school. So as a result, I am limited in what I can do with it.
Said, what are you doing in WHA Sinting?
In Washington, this is the National School Grade Championships. '24 performance. Wow, who did I beat to deserve that? That was pure luck, everybody. Pure unadulterated luck. Wait a minute, did Ron change? Oh, okay. I adopted a Scandinavian flag to match Ron for a moment. Out of the corner of my eye, I thought he'd changed his flag to mine.
Friedrich Holberg said, oh cool.
Yeah, we are in scenic Spokane, Washington for the National School Grade Championships, and I have been, of course, handing out free advice left and right to parents who ask questions, usually if they're good questions. I had a great conversation with a 5-year-old or a 6-year-old yesterday. The conversation ran like this. Another young lady who is approximately the same age or possibly younger, I couldn't tell by the size, her older brother was playing in the Blitz, the 5th grade Blitz. They were also from New York. In fact, almost everybody in the state of Washington playing chess right now is from New York City. We had to fly all the way out here to play in the National Scholastic Chess Championships.
And which school are you coaching?
I am coaching, of course, my usual Columbia Grammar and Prep School, the home of Nico Chasen, recently became a Grandmaster in the London Classic, the home of Brewington Hardaway, who also became a Grandmaster as he and Nico also left. Nico Chasen graduated, by the way, and is taking a gap year to become a Grandmaster, and he did become a Grandmaster before he heads off to the University of Chicago. Brewington Hardaway became a Grandmaster, and then, being of the age of 16 or so years old, chose the homeschooling route as he left Columbia Grammar. And former Grandmasters Hans Niemann also graduated Columbia Grammar. I believe he came to us when he was an IM. I don't know that he was a Grandmaster just yet, but he also became a Grandmaster. I have to look and see what year. Let's see if we can do this. Let's go to Let's see if we can track him down. I've already donated. I donate every month. I wish it would remember me. I can't log in. I should stop my donation, then redo my donation as after I've logged in. So I started my donation to Wikipedia because I use it every single day. There we go. Let's search Wikipedia for Hans Neiman and see what year he became a Grandmaster. If he became a Grandmaster while he was at Columbia Grammar, or if he was at Columbia Grammar when after he became a Grandmaster. Because he came to us around 2019. So I believe that when he first came to Columbia Grammar, he was definitely talking about the difficulties in being able to get games. That is a great bit of trivia. That is an incredible bit of trivia. Now, Hans Neiman graduated Columbia Grammar in 2021.
Remember to tell him to eat lots of ice cream to improve at chess fast lol.
He left Columbia Grammar in 2021. I remember we had an outdoor graduation on Randall's Island. Randall's Island is a lovely outdoor stadium type island between the Queens, the Bronx, and Upper Manhattan. And I drive over it every single time I grammar prep. Normally we had indoor graduations at Lincoln Center and Alice Tully Hall. But it doesn't say anything about Columbia Grammar here, so I might have to get my editing shoes on. See whether I can include that he graduated Columbia Grammar and Prep. He does recognize us on occasion. But we did what we can. We have a very relaxed structure in the upper school. When did he become a Grandmaster? What year? That is the question. Was it in 2021? September of 2022. So I take that back. Maybe. Yeah, it was after he left, but it was because of his youth, and he did have some difficulty getting his rating up in order to be included in the clicky group. The clicky group consists of people that play each other. Imagine that you want to be part of a group, even if you wanted to go and hang out at a tournament. People are not going to include you. I don't expect, let's just say, Chrissy Yip to invite me if everyone is going out to dinner just because I happen to be standing nearby or because I have a high rating. Yeah, 2022 was the controversy. I think I would have to go into his FIDE rating, right? Does it say in the FIDE ratings? Might say in the notes that he becomes a Grandmaster. World Open standings. I remember I filmed this. I have this on my YouTube, him and the tie break with John Burke. Yeah, 2022 was the controversy, but the very top of the page has when he became a Grandmaster. Sorry about this. Oh, you're right. It says he became a Grandmaster after. Or during. January 22nd, so he was at Columbia Grammar and Prep when he became a Grandmaster. Absolutely. And then there was the fourth Grandmaster, Mark Arnold. I believe he uses his middle name.
Friedrich Holberg said, Ice cream speaks
This is
for
where I
itself.
mentioned too, he became a grandmaster in 2012. He also took a gap year like Nico to take care of business, which is all well and good. I seem to have lost my headphones again. So Mark Arnold, Brewington Hardaway. And Nico Chasen. I don't know that Nico Chasen has a page yet. But the Streamlabs multi-chat, I cannot hear the music. I assume that you are hearing the music. Because I see it moving. Columbia Grammar Prep School has a very lenient high school that allows for these players to travel and complete their norms for the most part. Beach chat, see here. And now this should say American Grandmaster, right? It has not yet been updated. Oh, there it is. December 3rd, the London Chess Classic. I think he'll get his norm certification at the next.
Friedrich Holberg.
Yes. That is where
What are
you'll
your
find me
plans for
Monday through
holidays?
Friday, most days, most of the time. It has been around since 1764, our school. Is that crazy or what? Now, needless to say, let's get back to where we were, because we do need to stay on Lead Chess, because we have the Lead Chess banner up. I think we are going to stay in front. And we will win this on this side of the board with the help of the passed pawn on the outside, distracting him. The Black King has to stay inside the power of the passed pawn. Where are we here? Check. This one looks like one of my old favorites. How many people have favorite mates they remember seeing when they were younger? This is one of my favorite mates, as essayed in the game Marshall Byrne, or was it Marshall Marco? Anyone? Where Marshall breaks through with a sacrifice here, the queen comes out to f6 to stop any attack and possibly let the king run. And then white plays rook to h8 check and queen to h7 mate. Let's see, where are my earbuds when I need them? Very annoyed. All right, maybe I can hear everybody again. Just a moment. Headphones. New devices. Tuned. All right, let's try disconnecting. We'll go to Bluetooth devices. Show Bluetooth devices. This is the problem with being connected by or wirelessly. That strange things are afoot. Galaxy Watch not connected. 87%.
Sent. What are your plans for holidays?
And now, go to our sound settings.
It was too loud for just a moment, right? My profile. I don't think I'm logged in properly onto Slipstream. We'll see when we get the copyright strikes. That's usually what happens for me to find out. Promo.
Promo T. Alright, I'm very annoyed that I cannot hear the music any longer. So rude. So choose a device. Sharing audio. Don't allow. How about that? Don't allow. I got you right here. And now that turned off that music. So we're going to add a device. Bluetooth. All right, so where are we in this particular mess? It looks like we should be trapping the queen, right? It's going to be a 2-mover to trap the queen. And thank you very much. Show all devices. Yes, yes, yes. Show all devices. My took us. All right, 1 second. Let's do it this way. Take one out. Maybe it's because both of them are connected. Let's try just one. That is usually what I do. Now all I have to do is enable. Slipstream again. I better not be messing with my microphone. Default device.
Test. So I need to save my queen first, right? Or do I? So if I take the queen and he takes my queen and I take his knight, am I going to be up in material? No, huh? I think I just take.
Pegasus
I would rather have this one or that one.
That whole test right and left.
Thank you so much, Ron. That old test right and left. Yes, exactly. I'm kind of torn as to whether I take the knight or if I take the bishop. If I take the bishop, I'm attacking c3 directly. If I take the knight, I'm not attacking c3 directly. And he can't push this pawn because when I capture, that's right, I have to take this one. Mainly because if he pushes this pawn when I capture, I'm not only attacking the knight, but I'm removing the only piece that could try to help the pawn from out should it push another square. That makes sense. This looks like the old 1-2 punch on the back rank to find the pin. Whoops. Was expecting the king to move closer. And now we have to stop the pawn from queening. Just in time. 1, 2, 3, 4. Not even close. Winning material. The #1 way to win games. The #1 choice of Grandmasters. This looks like it should be able to hurt. This is going to hurt with Ben Wisham. I was watching this on Netflix, I believe. This is going to hurt. It was a BBC series. Removing a defender. Let's do it that way, the old-fashioned way. By attacking something far more valuable. This also looks pretty good. They only really got one rook for their queen because we took. And now for something completely indifferent. We have one check. Possibly a second check, or can we just capture here? I feel like this has got to be it. But we just have to make sure there's nothing fancier. It looks like there's something fancier, doesn't there? This is a big decision. Bishop to b4 check versus queen takes b7. The problem with queen takes b7 and queen takes a8 is that black has the discovered attack, whoops, on our rook on a1. So I think we have to go for it. Bishop to b4 check, king f6. Queen to d8, queen to d8, king to f5, ultimately whether he throws something in the way or not. If he throws something in the way, it doesn't matter. We have bishop d3 at the end. That will leave a mark, it's true. So we have finished up at 30. Do we want to wait for the next event at 7:15? Oh my God, we have another event starting at 7:15. Let's go back to the main page. I don't know if I can stream this one. Copy? Yeah, why not? Let's stream it. I may need to make fresh coffee for this one. We might have to put Arena Oz. How about that in the chat? That'll do. We'll make it Arena Oz. Streaming from this great establishment, the Doubletree Hilton in Spokane, Washington, for the national school grade. I don't actually advertise these tournaments very often, So this is a first time for everything. Control C. Message all members.
Pegasus SWE. Said. Cough price 450 grams 75 kr.
Hold the phone here. I missed all of that. Coffee price 450 grams for 75 kroner. Hey Google, how much is a Swedish kroner in dollars? 75 Swedish kroner in dollars.
1 Swedish krona is approximately $0.11 United States cents. If you meant to ask the value of 1.75 Swedish krona, 1.75 Swedish krona is about $0.19 United States cents.
That was about as helpful as yet another hole in my head. Let's get the Discord channel alert out now. Yeah, we don't seem to stop at International Masters, do we? We just have our students go straight to Grandmaster. I'm trying to recall. We've had a lot of FIDE Masters, obviously. Players that didn't go all the way. How many do we really have, though? That is the question. And it is time to make another cup of coffee. The cheesy hotel room variety. I plan on going downstairs for the next cup of coffee.
Said. Coffee is so expensive these days in Sweden. I assume if it's the same in the US, it was a cheap coffee price this time.
It is very strange, the coffee prices. I'm not entirely sure that it's so expensive, but that's a question for Google. I believe coffee is more expensive everywhere. It's really sad. Since I don't have creamer this time around, I'm actually going to use sugar. I burned all of my bridges on the creamer just before. So black coffee with 2 sugars at the moment is my choice. Hey Google, how much is 75 Swedish kroner in dollars?
10, 9,
75 Swedish krona, SEK,
Oh my god,
approximately 8.07 USD US dollars, based on the current exchange rate.
that's crazy. $8 for 450 grams? Okay, Google, how much is 450 grams of coffee, the average coffee price for 450 grams in the United States?
The average price for a pound, 453.6 grams, of ground roasted coffee in the US was about $9.14 United States cents as of September 2025. Prices vary widely.
So it is almost the same.
Grams bag can cost from around $4 for a basic brand, to 20 or more for specialty beans.
Just made 5 moves in half a second. 6 moves in 1.1 seconds. That was pretty cool. Uh-oh. Boberg went off the beaten path. Not entirely sure why he put his knight on that square, but we will find out. Find out for sure. We're gonna keep moving on, trying to move toward our goal. Did I lose a pawn on this deal? I may have lost a pawn. Can I take twice? I don't know. But is he going to force the exchange of queens? Ruh-roh. Something funny's happening now. I want that bishop pair. So at least we're no longer losing what I thought we were losing. Pretending like this isn't happening. $127 to $346. This is not a good ratio. Or is it? 2.5 minutes to 5 minutes plus 5 seconds. I should be at... Well, maybe I'm okay. 1 minute and 15 seconds. I'm afraid we have enabled the art of the attack. Art of the attack by. I did expect that. Did expect that. Did expect that. But it could be worse. I did expect that. Now, this check, that check, it may be. Have to be careful here. I've gotten my sacrifice back with interest, it seems. And I do feel terrible about it. But I do want Faubourg to win, therefore I berserk. The classroom students should be coming in at any moment here. Oh, a new group. We need an intravenous feeding. Ron Hayes playing Robert FP. So we have to wait for that game to finish before we can start any others here. Let's check our YouTube. That's what I wanted to do earlier. See if our channel was getting up. So the kickbot, not always reliable, yeah? So yeah, $9 a pound in the United States on average. So it's just as expensive. Although I don't necessarily know that it's the same expensive. Well, we need to change the stream title. It's true. Stream title. Title, it's true. 5 + 5. And this stream title says 3 plus 2. I guess we can change it to 5 plus 5 for now. No, we already saw this game. I want to see Ron Hay versus Robert FP. It seems like he's gotten me. Oh, that's very devious, Ron. Very, very devious. Ron has got the devious queen takes a6. Knight to c7 check. And he's got the secondary devious. If bishop takes knight, bishop b5 is devastating. So no matter what happens in this position. Uh-oh, Robert FP lost his connection. Hopefully Robert's good as we get our coffee. I have thought about going for black coffee all the time, but I'm not sure it's healthy. Really in danger of losing this as I try to.
SWE said 9 times he OS the internet.
Robert is back. Yeah, it could be tough.
Pegasus SW.
I wonder if he's also in a situation. Lost, yes. F3. Let's do that, and that way we can gather some viewers on Lichess. Yes, now we're listed as having started streaming. Right now I've started streaming because the Lichess.org on Twitch is not working at all. Not working and working at all. The last one to work, I think, was the one that was triggered yesterday. Oh, somebody did it. She did it for a few others. But of course now I've got it for lead chess. I mean for YouTube. Wait a minute, what? Black resigned because of his connection, possibly. There we go, we have our steady man in the mix. Little bit of a delay here. Little bit of a delay here. Robert FP is definitely ducked out. Good job pausing. Got Foberg versus Nepidov. Cole is waiting for a game. We're up to 705 on the YouTube. Thank you all for being there. Where did the multi-chat go? Here they come. The Sunrise crew. Slowly coming in. Oh no, Magnolia. Hey, my rating is still under 2,000. That's craziness. I'm just going to expedite my development. Now, can I get there from here? Playing into their weaknesses, it's true. All right, can I get a little frisky here? Let's try to get a little frisky. Oops. And I berserk. What am I doing? Sacking a queen and berserking. I don't know. This could be sketchy. Very, very sketchy. I'm gonna pretend like I'm gonna castle here. At least I was a good role model by castling. Yes,
Pegasus SW.
all of the student handles
Lines many handles.
across many different grade levels. So much easier. I'm going with the old heave-ho. We're going to go with the Yasser. The Yasser-Saruwan approach. Wow, it's like Ron had this planned. Well, I also had it planned. We're going to see what you're up to. Okay, if you're going to exact the exchange, so be it. There's no more threats on that. Oh no! I pre-moved. I pre-moved. Darn it, what did I do there? What was the thought? Queen to F1. Rook to T1, queen takes it. Ah! I was so winning in that possession run. Fortunately, he's only ahead by 2. Who's on page 2? LR, NM, and EH. LR is playing CCR. MM is playing Faubourg. OA is playing EH. And AT is playing WK, who often wins this event, by the way. Do not count WK out. Feel free to berserk against all of the Lions. I really, really do appreciate all of the YouTube subs. And of course, the kick subs even more. It's only because of Ron that I'm hanging out on Twitch. Ron is keeping the Twitch alive. I really appreciate you, Ron. Ron is nearing 5.5 years. I don't know. I've lost track. My Twitch recap came out, by the way. I was sharing, Ron actually had me down for 295 streams. I think you caught me, or maybe that was the total amount that I had. I had in my second and third place, trying to think of what I had. I had, in the podcasts. The Short History Of is my #1 podcast on Spotify. There's the 2025 Wrap. You can do your Spotify 2025 Wrap to see who you listen to and who you watch. And the podcasts, I had New in Chess is second, Perpetual Chess. God, I'm drawing a blank. Is he going to put a piece to control the center? I don't think so. I get a Grand Prix attack at no expense necessary. Oh, Agadmator. Why don't I have more in that line? Let's try for it. That is very cool. Not entirely sure how we ended up in this manner. Let's see if we can bother him a different way indeed. What is going on? Ron and I are in the feverish battle, but he's got the He's got the streak going that he ruined my day because I touch moved. I think he was offering me a draw as usual. But we're going to continue our F4. Ron, you know better than to play knight c6, sir. And now I'm going to try for more. All right, no, no. No. Yes, yes. He got me. Again, he got me. So silly, that position. Maybe the classical Dutch is white is not the way to go. Or in that particular case, the keeping my rapid rating well under. Back on track, wise guy. I know I won quite a number in the last 6 or 8 games. I had won quite a number, and then he won 2 in a row just now. I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 out of the last 10. Certainly 6 out of the last 9. And now he has leveled the score from where we were, where I tried to hold the line. Uh-oh. I think I'll have to refund those channel points. If I can figure out how to do that. No, when I'm traveling, not everything is working. Blurp, etc. This is a really, really old interface that I'm using. And it is very difficult to get it up and running. It's like an old car, you know? But for the fact that it runs, that's about it. Don't expect any extras. Everyone has to be going to class pretty soon. I usually end this arena, but I think it will end actually. It began at 7:18 maybe, and it runs for 40 minutes. So it should end at 7:58. Let's just see if that adds up. That is correct. It should end at 7:58. All right, who am I getting? I'm playing very conservatively here. I don't think I'm going to be able to finish this. Maybe we'll try to finish this. That old gambit. Maybe we'll get even more from it. Thank you, Eminem. As it is time to head off. Thank you, everybody, for being here. It was quite impressive. I'm so sorry about the 150 channel points. I don't know that I can refund those and easily. If I can find my blurb to lock in, that would be ideal. Have to get ready for the coaching day, though. Looks like the queen is trapped. Can't let him get away. Once my king is safe, then we can capture the free rook. Are we making it to 35? It looks it so. Check. Check. This looks like it should be made. And we are at 35. By leaving the screen and coming back, congrats, Ron. Even though I got him in the Blitz, he got me in the Bullet and the Rapid. C'est la vie. Thank you all for being here. Let's roll those ending credits very quickly. For anyone who has joined us, at least we have a couple to go. I appreciate all of you. All of you. Namaste. Please subscribe to the YouTube. That is key. That is absolutely key. Check out the amazing power of Chess Informant and the 1000 best of the best and the YouTube playlist. Thank you, everyone.